when I was a kid, you know, like I had a shortwave radio, and I used to, and I didn't have a lot of things. I didn't have like a lot of toys or anything like that. But I had a shortwave radio that we got at like a thrift store or whatever, and I used to listen to all these like radio stations like overseas. Of course, they're all like, you know. Every night when I would go to the bed, well, my dad would be in bed, and my brother, but I would sit in my, you know, in the room that I shared with my brother with this little shortwave radio and listen to it. And I just always knew that there was like so much more out there. And according to this radio, it sounded crazy. Whatever it was. Maybe that was the beginning of experimental music for me. I lived in Texas for a long time. I'm used to hot. This is crazy to me. Well, anytime I'm in really extreme situations like this weather, it makes a lot of your concerns lesser because you're not able to really concentrate on them. It's kind of like working in film too. It's like you're so busy all the time, you don't really get to think about all of the things you become neurotic about because there's overwhelming circumstances that you're in all the time. So it's kind of a luxury to be depressed. At times you have to take some pain and some restriction of happiness. Only you should feel as you do that happiness is so very important in life. It grows best if you know how to keep yourself clean inside. Then you never lose your ability to be happy, even if things are very sad and lonely at times. You see, it's exactly what I was talking about. That was Wilhelm Reich in a letter in 1956. I've been working in film for the past year, and I work as a sound mixer, you know, which is pretty much like a utilitarian
recording
sort of job for me, so had an invitation to come out to a residency out here in Michigan, and I thought it was a good opportunity for me to actually to focus again on my work. Yeah, I like being present, you know. I mean, I feel like it fine-tunes your senses in the way that when you lay down and you listen to it and you take it in, you start hearing all the nuances of it, and I think it's like a training for me to carry that over into like my normal life, you know. Like when I go outside, I'm much more aware of all the nuances that are happening around me. I guess for me, the most amazing part of art is finding things that you didn't know were there, you know. To me, it's like the most powerful thing that art, you know, that art can do, is kind of surprise you in the things that you find out about your mind in this world. Man, that's exhilarating. Like, I started doing work because it was deeply embedded in me, and there wasn't a choice there either way. So as far as monetary gain, that was never a concern until I got older and, you know, realized that, you know, like I had to compromise. catch-22. If whether you're doing something entirely different that you don't want to do, and you do your work in the meantime, not for money, but just whatever you really feel like you want to do, or you spend all your time trying to make money at your craft, or your art, and for you to be able to make a living off of that is going to compromise your work anyways. So I mean, it's like I don't really know what the solution is. I mean, you would hope that maybe some stroke of luck that people just love everything you do and you don't have to compromise it, and it's just exactly what the world needed at that moment.
What does it sound like?
You can hear the rumbling of the ice melting. The lake beneath the fire, you can hear it giving way. My ideal work situation, realistically, would be to just be in creative control of something that was pushing forward society in some way. In which, for me, the only way I know how to do that is through art, giving back to the circle of art, that inspires a lot of people to just keep going.